And welcome back to Crypto Hulk. Yes, here we are, another fun and exciting episode today. Now, this one's going to be a good show. We're going to go over FedNow, okay? And there's some ties in there, deep, little conspiratorial. We're going to get into. We're something with Bitcoin is mixed up in this. I'm going to tell you some of my theories on who started Bitcoin, or at least show you there's some kind of connection. With the clearinghouse, there's a connection, I think, somehow to Ripple, dates and times and terms used and stuff. I'm going to show you about that. But FedNow is supposed to launch in July, and they're talking about ISO and everything like that, 20022. We're going to get into that one. First thing is first, let's get down to business. Let's see. I'm starting to show a little bit early. First person here was Bob C. When you make the disclaimer that this is not financial advice and that you say I'm a liar, don't listen to me, will those statements have a negative effect with the Better Business Bureau? No, not at all. It's, complicated, but it's all legal stuff. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor. I know nothing about finances, crypto. I don't know anything at all. So do not listen to what I tell you on the show. If I tell you to buy something or whatever, don't do it. Got it? There's your disclaimer. Keep up the good work with notifying the BBB and all that stuff. Just so you all know, when this show's over, I'll be contacting my famous KCRA news reporter investigation team. Oh, yes. You gotta love it. I will be informing them of the problems that just seem to keep happening over and over and over and over and over. They're gonna love it. And then if they have a contact information or a website where you can go to file your complaint and join the party, then they can get maybe an investigative team out there and figure out what's going on over there in the Bay Area where the tech company is with this shitty platform, okay? They will do a full-out investigation. It's just, they just better watch it because it's going to get real nasty. Yes. So you might see me on TV. I'll be like, hey, everybody. They'll be interviewing Crypto Hulk, and I'll be like, I'll have to paint my face green. The lady will hand the microphone to me, and she'll be like, so what's your name? Crypto Hulk. She said, no, like your real name. She's like, we're live. I'm like, that's my real name. So that's the next one. El Presidente Loco. Usually I don't get notified, but for some reason today they decided to notify. Well, ain't that something? Son of a bitch. That's all I want. Got my notification just now for once. It's on time. See you guys. It's working. Just keep it up, okay? Keep complaining. Those of you that it's starting to work, be fair to YT. Don't lie. I don't want anybody to lie. But if shit's not working, fucking raise hell. I want you to call the Better Business. I got this number. I want to read it off again. I want you to do all four of these things, no matter what country you live in. The phone number is 408-278-7400. Fax line is 408-278-7444. The email, you can contact Raquel at any of those phone numbers or faxes. Raquel Negrete, RAQUEL NEGRETE. I'm sure she'd love to get the notices. Her email is complaints@lasvbbb.org. That's complaints@lincoln.adams.sam.victor.org. The complaint number, this is important. You have to reference complaint number 193-455-20. Okay? So only if you're officially having problems. I'm not trying to spread fraud here, but if you're having repeated problems, then that's negligence on YT's part, and that's where the fraud comes in. I'm putting together a lot of things. One is a class action lawsuit. So if you sign up to be a member of this channel, you'll be automatically entered into the lawsuit. Okay. The lawyer will probably sue for a boatload of money, and everybody who's a member splits that up for damages, physical damage. You have to have financial loss. We're not suing for emotional. It's not going to work. Okay. Now, so yeah, after the show, I'm going to call up KCRA. I'm going to go online first, see if I can register my complaint of fraud and have them do an undercover investigation. They'll probably wear a disguise and go over to YT platform, pretend like they're the janitor and shit. Well, maybe not that much. Maybe I'm getting a little too dramatic there, buddy. So let's go ahead and start this show now. Start the show now. Exactly. Somebody says they're watching the show while they're at, or listening to the show while they're at the gym. All right. Let's see. I'm going to show. So you have this FedWire. This is older news, about 3 years, but it's coming up quick. All right. Ripple partner. Now this is a big. I want you to show you. This is huge. Ripple partner Volante selected by the First American Trust, FSB. Ripple partner Volante, U.S. FedWire. Oh my God. Do you understand what this is? This is the it used to be called Fed, I forgot the original name. It's in the Wikipedia. But it's FedWire. It used to be called Federal Reserve Wire Network. They shortened it to FedWire because Volante is quick and a Ripple partner. FedWire as a service was in the cloud, selected by First American Trust, FSB. Volante FedWire as a service in the cloud is a wire payment processing solution. Listen to this. Volante, which is Ripple technology, which runs on Microsoft Azure. Oh, this is where the Microsoft comes in, right? Now, who else is Microsoft working with? Stellar, maybe? Yeah, maybe that. Let's see here. Announced Volante US Federal. What is Volante FedWire? Volante Technology is a software company developed in Silicon Valley. Now, isn't that interesting how everything happens in California and Silicon Valley, but there's no place, I don't see any evidence of cryptocurrency at all here. You go to these other countries and they're buying shit with all kinds of crypto. How not here? I'm literally 2 hours away from where all this computer shit, this blockchain shit's made. I'm literally less than 2 hours away. I see no evidence of crypto anywhere. Okay, very interesting. But if I go to another country, they're buying it and using it and stuff. Just fascinating. Of course, the news won't report on that. Volante Technology is a software company in Silicon Valley. It aims to improve financial technology in the fields of open banking and payment modernization, financial message automation. Can you say ISO? And so on. In 2019, it released Volpay ecosystem. According to the staff, Volpay is a complete ecosystem that enables innovative payment transformations. Today, Volante has spread over 35 countries, strategic partners, 90 institutions. Most of Volante's clients include the largest banks in the world. That's XRP. Stellar would be for the poor, small, medium sized enterprises. So Volante is straight up Ripple XRP. I'm going to scroll down. Microsoft Azure based payment processing. This is where probably your Stellar comes in. Let me check, because I know Stellar works with Microsoft. Volante Technology, which runs on Microsoft. Oh, there you go. So it's a Stellar tie-in right here. Is about to replace the legacy FedWire solution and aims at modernizing payment processing infrastructure. So FedWire is going away. Now remember, we have FedNow, which is launching in July, in like 5 months or 4 months. FedNow is the new one. So right here, they're not telling you, but you've got Ripple working with Volante, and then you have Volante working with Microsoft on a FedWire issue. Whoa. And it's going to be called FedNow. This is very interesting to me, at least. Further, it says it's going to modernize payment processing. Further, it will help in the easy handling of wire volumes, which is increasing day by day. The solution will also provide a surety that a customer's wire is never duplicated, missed, or delayed by chance. Ripple has never had an error, unlike almost every other cryptos. Ripple, XRP, XLM, XTC has never had any errors. Bitcoin and Ethereum have, and all the other ones have as well. Okay. Let me scroll down. That'll be the end of that article, and I've got other backup articles to show you that deals with this. I have a little mini, let's say, conspiracy deep dive I'm going to show you here in about 30 seconds. You got Sabrina Cook, welcome to the channel. John, welcome to the channel also. And then Gene Rainbow gave somebody a membership. Very cool. That's like building a team. L. Cornelius, hi Hulk, late notification. Okay. I need you to fill out a complaint. Watch the beginning of the show. Be honest and fill out the complaint. And you're a member, so at any point of a lawsuit, you'll be joining in on that. Carpathian Eagle, thanks for your support to the channel. Appreciate that. The next article I wanted to show you that relates to this is some people are going to be like, what is like FedNow? Let's see. Hold on a sec. Why is that thing so long? I've got the search bar up here, and it stretches across the whole TV screen. Let me do this. Is FedNow a new FedWire application? Let's see. That is a long ass one. Okay, let me see if that'll even work. Okay, I'm gonna try to copy this sucker. Hold on there. Hold your horses there, buddy. Okay, I figured. I'm gonna have to delete some of this. Oh my god. Down to like 200. It was like 300 characters. I'm like, what the hell? Okay, see if this link works. Let me, somebody let me know if that link works. Oh, we got Kesmir Matic. Keep up with good lies. My whole show is designed to get you financially just wrecked. Me too. Can you guys see that link? Nope. Okay. Here's what I want you to type in your search bar. I'm gonna copy it and paste it. I knew that link wouldn't show up. It's just too long. Here's what I want. Type in, is FedNow a new FedWire app? And you'll get at the very top, the link showed up, but it's not active. Yeah, just type in, is FedNow a new FedWire app? Here's what my page shows. The Fed announced that it will develop the FedNow real-time payment system and explore expanding the operating hours of FedWire funds services. If you look just down below, it says here, Federal Reserve updates FedNow service to launch 2023. That's in a matter of months. Okay, this is massive. Let's go on Wikipedia. I'm going to give you the link. We're going to see what Wikipedia says about all this. I found it was very interesting. Yeah, if the show's labeled as entertainment, how can people be losing out on financial advice? Yeah. Okay, let's go to the Wikipedia article that I just gave you. It says FedWire. Okay. FedWire, formerly known as the Federal Reserve Wire Network, is a real-time gross settlement. That means like bam, right now. Just like Ripple. Very interesting, isn't it? It's operated by the Federal Reserve banks, and it allows financial institutions to electronically transfer funds to more than 10,000 banks. Transfers can only be initiated by the sending bank once they receive the proper instructions from the receiving bank. These instructions include the bank's routing number, account number, name, and dollar amount being transferred. This information is submitted to the Federal Reserve via the FedWire system. Once the instructions are received and processed, the Fed will debit the funds from the sending bank's reserve account and credit the receiving bank's account. Wire transfers sent via FedWire are completed the same business day, with many being completed instantly. Oh, kind of like yeah, Ripple. I wonder what's going to happen when FedNow goes live in July. I wonder if that's when we see some major price action. In conjunction with clearinghouse interbank payment system, that's called CHIPS. Now, this is the clearance house. CHIPS is operated by the Clearance House Payments Company, a private company, just like the Federal Reserve. I mean, the Federal Reserve is a private company. Why do we got all these private companies dealing with federal stuff? I just find that interesting. FedWire is the primary U.S. network for large value, that's XRP, or time-critical domestic and international payments. And it is designed to be highly resilient. Let's back it up. If we go back up to FedWire, I want you to notice something. Now, I missed it. I forgot. We're talking about FedWire. And something happened in 2009 right here. It says, this is what I'm trying to figure out. We had a financial crisis in this country in maybe officially 2008-9, somewhere in there. I don't know the exact date they officially called it, but it was messed up. It just seems weird how FedWire in 2009 is having this real-time gross settlement. That's what crypto does. Bitcoin does that. Bitcoin was invented right around 2008, early 2009, somewhere in there. And it kind of makes me wonder about this. Like, it makes me wonder if like our government really made the Bitcoin, or our government had private contractors make it, so that our government thought it could be some way to save the country, but it wasn't. It was a failure. So I don't know. It's just me. Like, we have a major recession and everything, and then just that same time, that's interesting, isn't it? Bitcoin just comes out right at that time. See that? Almost as if maybe it could have been used to save the world, but no, it didn't work. It's too slow and cost a lot. But I just thought the coincidence here was they went to real-time gross settlement, and then all of a sudden Bitcoin hit the scene. Like, what? How did that happen? I'm sure it's probably coincidence, but let's go back to the chips. Chips. Not like the TV show from the 80s. That was a cool show, by the way. Now we're dealing with the clearinghouse, and they have the clearinghouse started in 2012. Want you to see another just coincidence, but that's the year that Ripple came out and hit the scene, right in that year, 2012. And I think maybe officially they started selling the Ripples in 2013. But isn't it weird how just this brand new network, brand new, just like Ripple's brand new, 2012, right? Try to follow what I'm thinking here. And it all of a sudden offers large value, fast payments and shit like that. Almost kind of makes you think Ripple might have had something to do with the clearinghouse, right? I don't know. I don't have evidence. I'm just showing. But then chips, all of a sudden in 2012, was designated systemically important financial market utility. That's called a SIFMU. That's a very, very, very important designation. That means you're protected from anything. Okay. That's what I feel. I'm going to make a prediction. I mean, I was up late last night. Okay. But I came across this and I'm like, whoa. I came across this and these other articles, and I'm trying to, something's telling me something. Like my spidey senses were telling me something, that Ripple itself is going to somehow be absorbed. I've already made this prediction like 3 years ago, but this really helps me see it that I was right. Ripple itself, I don't see them going into the stock market. I know they claim they are going to and all that. What I see is our government taking it or keeping it a private company, not going public. And just like the clearinghouse, it's going to be just like this. I'll call it right now today. Ripple will be a private company, just like the clearinghouse payments company's private. It's not on the stock market. And the technology, which is the XRP and escrow, goes under control of the Treasury via PolySign technology. I think our government just takes it and controls it. That's how I see the clearinghouse is going to be the same as Ripple. The company will become a systemically important financial market utility. Bam, there you have it. Who would have known Wikipedia would help me out? But I was really going through it last night, just thinking and doing little research things. And then I came upon this and I'm like, oh, I'm seeing this shit now. Because the Bitcoin coming out in 2009, just like the FedWire. I'm like, what? And I see down below something 2012 hit, and then something said, read this, and I'm reading it. I'm like, oh my God, the clearinghouse is a private company. Ripple's a private company. What if Ripple becomes just like the clearinghouse and they call it a SIFMU? Now nobody can buy it or mess with that company. It's a private company, and they just kind of do their own thing, saving the country, huh? I thought that was interesting. Let me check the comments here, and I'll get back to the last article or two that I have. It's all the same subject. Toter Gramada. Thank you for that very much. Appreciate that. Robert Evans. Thanks for all your efforts, Hulk. This will be, these donations will be what I use to help donate to my state senator for re-election. But I'm going to talk to him about the problems we're having here. Hopefully they're all cleared up so I don't have to talk to him. So I'm giving the platform an opportunity to make things right. I'm a fair person. I really am. I might not come off or whatever I come off as, but just let's do business. I got a business here. You guys have a future to try to fix before all this happens. And you can't do it when you're not notified. You can't learn when you're not notified. Okay. Next. Oh, that's a long article. Son of a, why do they do that? Okay, this one looks decent. This is the Federal Reserve website, a private company. See, that's how I think Ripple's going to be. Just like a Federal Reserve. Federal Reserve's like a SIFMU or something. So is the clearinghouse a SIFMU. I think Ripple's gonna be the same thing. All these are private companies that are SIFMUs. That's how I see it going down. All righty. This article here is actually the Federal Reserve. I thought this was pretty interesting. It's talking about FedNow. Says about the FedNow service. So remember, it used to be FedWire from 2009, Bitcoin connection. Then now it's going to, with Volante Ripple. I'm thinking, I'll tell you what. I got no evidence. We're just having fun. I think David Schwartz or this, what's his name? Jeb McCaleb or one of those guys is one of the Satoshis. I know this. Because look, you've got Ripple every fucking place you can look. They've been there since like day one, okay? Ripple's like with every fucking bank, all right? It's like what are the odds that it's got to be at least one of the Satoshis is somebody at Ripple. And I think it's that Jeb guy. That's what I really think. Because he's always like a ghost, right? He just never can he never gets in trouble or nothing. It's got to be him. And I don't know who the other ones are. It could be David Schwartz. I don't know. But I know Ripple, at least one of them or all of them are Ripple. It's got to be at least one. Maybe Elon Musk is number two. But it's got to be somebody from Ripple is one of them. I know that for a fact. The FedNow service is now hear this. Now this is coming up in July. Listen to this. Now remember, FedWire we know was Volante, Ripple partner. Okay, who's to say they're not going to use it again? For the FedNow, we don't know. Let's read what it says. The FedNow service is a new instant payment service. Well, shit, that's XRP, XLM, and XDC for certain. Maybe some of the other ISOs as well are involved in this. It's an instant payment service that the Federal Reserve banks are developing to enable financial institutions of every size. So now we're talking, all three. See, because Stellar is meant for the small to medium, but if they're saying business banks of all sizes, small, medium, large, there you go. So what is that? They're running both Stellar and XLM and XDC. Let us continue. I'm just guessing here. Okay, to me it makes sense. All right. Financial institutions of every size and every community across the United States to provide safe, efficient, instant payment. That's not Ethereum, folks. It's definitely not Bitcoin. Through financial institutions participating in the FedNow service, businesses and individuals will be able to send and receive instant payments conveniently. Here's what I say. I'm totally going out on a limb here. I told you it's a conspiracy show. It's kind of fun to talk about it. I say you've got the Ripple Liquidity Hub is linked into this and you got Stellar. So what's happening is the FedNow service is utilizing the Ripple Liquidity Hub to take care of all of this. And there's some sort of Ripple connection like with that in there, but that's what I'm kind of feeling this is. Let me continue. But it could be like ran on Stellar, just because it's on but it says banks of all sizes. So there you go. It's got to be both. And the Ripple Liquidity Hub, they got one in Canada and different parts of the world. Maybe they got one here. They're not telling us, right? It's totally possible. I have no evidence. I'm just giving an opinion. Consistent with the Fed's historical role of providing payment services, the Fed, clearing and settling with instant payments. Let me read. Launch timing. Implementing the FedNow service in an efficient and safe manner. The FedNow will launch 2023. I saw June somewhere. I'll find it later, but I saw June. And will be deployed in phases, not all at once, in phases, so that the initial service can be launched expeditiously with additional features and enhancements released in stages. This phased approach will allow for adjustments and improvements in response to industry needs or changes in technology. So it's going to happen this year. They're going to go with it. It mentioned right here down below where it says service design. You go down below. It says the initial FedNow service launch will include use of the widely accepted, here we go. Now we're talking all those ISO 20022s right here. Quant, remember we talked about them. IOTA, name some for people. I don't have any of them. I don't own them, but all the ISO 20022s, listen to this. Use of widely accepted ISO 20022 standard and other industry best practices to support interoperability. I told you, you just pick. Look, I'll just tell you this. People say, well, which crypto is going to be the best? You know what? I don't know if there's a best. I think they work together. Okay. Well, I know they work together. XRP can't do it all. XRP moves high value money. IOTA has its thing. Quant has its. Hedera Hashcraft has its own thing. Okay. It's like fingers intertwining. These cryptos work together. Ripple can't do everything. It's not designed for that. Okay. So that's why I literally have told you this. You could have a monkey. No, a chimpanzee. I think they're a little smarter than a monkey. You could put a dart in the chimp's hand, and if he threw it at the wall, you have different balloons up there, and they're like big balloons. They're like 2 feet in diameter, so the fucking chimp cannot miss the dart throw, okay? You could put a name on each balloon, and there'll probably be like 3 or 4, no, let's say 12 balloons on this wall, and the chimp's gonna hit one, okay? You could literally just pick a crypto and dump everything you got into it, and you're gonna be rich. That's truly how I see all this happening. Whether you want to put it all in XDC, Quant, CeeLo, like what? It doesn't matter because they're all going to have very important functions. Okay, so and this is happening in July, so I'm pretty excited. I've been kind of waiting a long time to get rich. I'm going to scroll down. I think that's really about it. It talks about use cases. You got to have a use case. See, a crypto will not make you rich. Number one, we got to have crypto laws and regulations. I've been the only one saying this for 3 years. Okay, we have nothing in the United States code. Nothing. Congress has to make the laws. Look, somebody said the other day, a popular YouTuber, I'm not going to mention their name. They've already said so much dumb shit. The Supreme Court, let me put it like this: no court in this country at this time, right now, can tell you what XRP is. Okay, they can say that XRP doesn't fit in any definition that we have in the law. That's true. So XRP won't be determined. And if it is, it'll be erroneously determined as security or whatever, because there's nothing in the definition about in our law right now on what XRP is. That's the thing. So you can't determine what it is because there's no law. I've only been saying this since the court trial started. No other channel has. So, and if they did, they were like about a year or 2 after I started saying it. So now Congress can make laws and definitions, and then the courts can then determine. See what I'm talking about? I don't follow this court case. It's fake. The judge has no jurisdiction over crypto. The judge can't make a ruling on this fucking case legally, okay? The judge can't say what XRP is. There's no the judge has to read the definition of the law, right? And guess what? I just told you, there is no law. So the judge can't do anything. This YouTuber's like, yeah, it looks like it's going to the Supreme Court. That's so fucking stupid. Now, it could go to the Supreme Court. The judge still can't do a fucking thing. Now, if Congress makes laws and shit like that and then publishes them, then now the Supreme Court judge can deal with this, okay? So that's what I'm saying. This whole court thing is just a stall tactic until we get regulation. We're not having regulation until most of the world is up and running, okay? This is all a stall tactic. I don't report on the trial because I'm not trying to have a fake channel, all right? Oh, here's where that article is. And this will be like the last one of the show, and we're at 34 minutes. Okay, it's just about right. Here's the last article. It's titled, Fed's Instant Payment Service. Now, this is from Yahoo News, Yahoo Finance. I'm not seeing a date on this article. Here we go. August 2022. So about 4 months ago, September, October, November, 6 months ago, this article came out. The title is Fed's Instant Payment Service, FedNow, to launch by July 2023. Oh man, I'm loving this. This could be it. I'm telling you, we might even have crypto regs by July. I don't know. This is exciting though. The Federal Reserve is on track to deliver instant payment service called FedNow between May and July. So now it could even be February, March, 3 months away. Oh, jackpot! Right here, FedNow, everybody, is going to be running on Ripple, and I've done all the homework and showed you. It's all Ripple, XRP, Stellar, XDC, which is R3, called FedNow between May and July. This is good. The central bank's clearest timeline yet. It says this is the central bank's clearest timeline yet for a new system enabling settlement of U.S. payment in seconds. You know who that is. XRP, XLM, and XDC. Somebody stop me, right? My God. The FedNow service, listen, will transform the way everyday payments are made. Oh, man, you know this is real. This is green light. May to July. That's what I'm saying. So May, June, or July, it's saying right here. Oh, man, it's going to transform the way we do payments. Well, what would that be, Crypto Hulk? Crypto. They're going to run on crypto. They've been telling for all these years, crypto's bad, until they use it. They're using what we own. We own what the banks need. You got this? I hope you got it. We own what the banks need. I could become a fucking bank. I'm telling you. You guys too. If you got 5,000 XRPs one day, how much? Let's run the numbers. How much is 5,000 XRP at 10,000 a piece? 5,000 times 10,000. That's 50 million. Somebody stop me. Now that XRP, 5,000 XRP you got, and let's say it goes to 40,000, I think is possible. Oh my God, $200 million. You be a bank worth 200 million. Hoo-wee, Crypto Hulk. Got it. What else in this article should I tell you? Oh, the Fed has been testing the system with a limited number. That means not too many. Well, let's get out our fingers. XRP, XLM, XDC, Quant, CeeLo, Hedera Hashcraft, IOTA. Oh, we're getting up there, right? They probably tested Ethereum and found out like 10 years ago that was shit. So they've been using a limited, but Brainerd called on. Software. Okay, so Lael Brainerd is her name. She's working with the Federal Reserve. It says, but Brainerd called on financial institutions, like all the banks and everybody in software companies, to adopt. Oh, man. See, they've already chosen the winner. This is so cool. Like, wait. They called on these banks and money centers stuff. They told them, you need to adopt the FedNow service now to ensure the system will work smoothly come spring. Oh, my gosh. Spring doesn't mean summer, everybody. Spring means right before summer hits. So we're not talking June, July. That's fucking summer, right? I'm looking at come next spring. Hey, we might see one next month, March, April, May. I think summer starts June or something, maybe. I'm telling you, this is looking good. So the government already told them, or the Federal Reserve said, hey, you need to adopt this system. They've already chosen it. We're in the winner's circle. Just want to let you know. And all the haters will be like, oh, you guys just got lucky. And all your friends are working every day at their shitty-ass jobs, living in the shitty-ass apartments with the fucking loud neighbors either above you or next to you. And when they shut the door, they fucking slam the door. Their fucking kids are jumping off doing cartwheels or somersaults, jumping on the floor and shit. You got dogs barking. They're playing their loud fucking music, smoking all that marijuana shit. You know what I'm talking about. I've lived in those complexes. How do you think I fucking know about this shit? Okay, I am sick of this. I've got enough evidence from looking at these articles here to know that things are looking pretty good here in the next couple months. GO is like, we're going to be rich. J316 says quarter two. Like, I've been doing this shit for 3 years. Some of you guys have been doing this for longer than me. But I'm officially sick of doing this shit, you know? I'm just trying to like be rich like all of you. And just not have to ever worry. I'm not, I'm not gonna be out there going crazy or not. I just don't. If I go to a restaurant, I just want to order what I want. I don't even want to have to look at the fucking menu price. I just want to tell the chef, hey, bring me this. Give me a tomahawk steak, right? Something like that's around what, $100 or something or whatever. Give me something that's like really aged, like a 1 year aged beef. They have that at the casinos. The very super high end expensive shit. But yeah, show me the money. Hyperledger. That's what I was trying to think of. Very good, J316. Yes. So you got Microsoft Azure is in there. Microsoft is a total stellar partner. Now, Hyperledger is like their permissioned blockchain. That's what I read in the article. It's permissioned. So that would make sense. They're going to use a Hyperledger blockchain, but maybe run it on, use a stellar crypto, right? I don't know. I'm guessing, but that's how I would guess. If you got Volante in there working with Microsoft and stuff, and they're talking about Azure, and you got, then that's got to be permissions. Banks don't want you to see all their shit, so it's going to be Hyperledger. It's not going to run on a open permissionless like Stellar. It's going to have to be permissioned blockchain where there's privacy. So that's the Hyperledger tie-in, and they're going to use a Stellar token for that. And then with the XRP, they probably have another private ledger, or maybe again they're using Hyperledger and running the XRP on top of that. I don't know. I'm not that techie, so I'm probably wrong. New Jersey, little old lady. My God, it's been forever. You're still there. So glad for the plethora of knowledge you share with us every day. We all appreciate it so much and are grateful for you. Thank you. It's tough. It really is. Trying to find all these connections and stuff. It's almost like I gotta find them on my own. It's like you can't just read. There's no directions for some of the shit that I find. I investigate and dig deep. I'm like, well, why? What is with this company? And then how? You always have to ask questions. If I have to ask myself questions like, why is this bank mixed up in this article? And then I do like a search on that bank, and I'm like, oh, well, who's that bank president? What's the bank president's name? Oh, he used to work at Ripple. Shit, what are the odds? What are the odds? So I mean, that's how I do this stuff. Hit the like button. New members as of today. Good luck on the civil suit. All right, I'm gonna go. I gotta go call the news reporter. We have a little investigation I want to get done. You know what I mean? And wait, hold on. Hyperledger is using XLM for the payment aspect. Told you, I knew it. Something in my gut or the juju or whatever it was telling me. Hyperledger is using XLM for the payment aspect and a pegged smart token to run other things. Interesting. Crypto bad, till Gary's bank buddies say crypto good, crypto good. I've been telling you guys that for 3 years. I knew all this shit it was all bad. I told you guys, in the future, you watch. It's all going to be good and necessary. But right now, it's all bad. Criminals use it. Crypto bad. Oh, you get wrecked. It's too volatile. But all of a sudden, now, crypto's good. We need it to help. It's going to save our country. You watch. The president of the United States is going to declare a national emergency. That's how they're going to take all your shit. So if it's left on exchange, they're like I'm just telling you what's going to happen. Okay, the future. Like I was looking at my crystal ball yesterday, but I mean it only makes sense. All the shit that I have, like they're kind of sending out messages subtly to people that listen. And 3 years ago, I was listening. That's why I felt a sense of urgency, and I just bought XRP like crazy. In like 3 months, I had all the stuff I needed. I had to take a loan to get half of my crypto. I had to force myself to figure out how to use a hardware wallet. I locked it all up and I said, now, autopilot. So I made shows on YouTube on this channel for like 2 years and didn't even have memberships or nothing. But things are changing. And for me to get my message out, I need members so I can get stuff done. Like we go to the senator's office. So I found your channel when I started investing in crypto. Pedro, it's true. I'm here since day one. So Pedro's been here since day one. My God. Just about 3 years ago, almost. We're pretty close. Maybe it's like almost 2 years and 9 months or some shit, but it's pretty much almost about 3 years. Wow. The goat, by Jove. One in every four. Hi, Hulk. I'm in Australia. I'm only getting notified 1 in every 4. I press the notify me button on all your shows. Friendly reminder, put your crypto on hardware wallet and put it in a Faraday bag. Yes. What I want you guys to do, it's a little time consuming, but delete the YT app and then reload it. That usually solves half the problem. If you do that and still don't work, go to the subscribe, go to your settings, find subscriptions, unsubscribe, and then subscribe back. Usually those work. If all of that fails, hopefully it don't, you can sign up as another person. But I think there comes a point where they're going to find you and then do shit to your channel. Maybe not. See, not everybody's messed with. Some people are. So if you have to go out there and create another channel of your own, screen name, a full channel, and then do that, you might have a one that they don't mess with. But unfortunately, this is what I got to deal with. I've been dealing with this for 3 years. Like new people, when I started the show 3 years ago, in 3 weeks, that's why I had to hire Veronica as the moderator, because I went from a show where the first week I had, I don't know, 500 people or something. Second week was hitting 2,000 to 3,000 people. Oh shit! So I couldn't keep up. It was getting tough. And then the third week I had like 8,500 people. By the end of the third week, or let's just say maybe the first month, I had 8,500 people on my channel. Now they weren't all in the chat at the same time, obviously, but I would be pushing easily 1,000 people. I'd make a show. I wouldn't have to notify anybody. Just people would start showing up. And maybe 10 minutes into it, I have like 1,000 people in there. I'm just like, damn. So, but then all of a sudden, boom, something happened. I noticed half the people disappeared and shit. And then so I've been dealing with all kinds of stuff for 3 years on this channel, all kinds of illegal stuff that they do to me. So yeah, I like that one. Broston Mash. He's not gonna be able to sell because he lost the keys. Love it. Started from the bottom, now you're here. My Asian wife loves the crypto bad, and then crypto good in the morning. It's true. It's what's happening. Dom says this is the best program on the YT platform. J316 says his seed phrases fell out of the plane. Hope we're on the receiving end of the payment system. They're going to use our crypto that we own. Technically, one day we could become banks, like lending institutions, as in we get a website going or a staking platform, or maybe I loan to a bank. Yeah, how about that? I give a bank a loan. You guys too. Okay. I'm going to go. I'll be making a show probably around 6, 7 p.m. I haven't quite figured it out yet. I'll let you know. Probably about 7. I got to find news for that show. I have no news right now for that program, so I got to put something together. All right. I'll see y'all in my next program, and that'll be it. Adios.